Hello and welcome to Funda of Mechanical Engineering on YouTube. This is Deepak Sharma here, and today I am going to tell you how to enhance your communication skills in English. So quite wasting time, let me tell you some important points so that you can enhance your communication skills in English. Okay, so point number one is accept that English is a world language. If you want to be a good English speaker, then you will have to be, first and foremost, you will have to accept that English is a world language. Sometimes you can find pattern in English grammar, but other times English doesn't make sense at all. For example, why are read, R-E-A-D, read pronunciation as read, and same word R-E-A-D pronunciation as read at the same word but pronounced differently depending on whether you are speaking in the past or present tense, or why is the mice of the plural of mouse and houses is the plural of house. So first you just consider and accept that English is the world language. And second important point is deep in the deep. Okay, studying English for an hour once a week isn't usually enough to make any real progress. The best way to quickly improve your English is to spend at least few minutes practicing every day. Immerse yourself as much as possible every time you study and challenge yourself to listen to, read, and even say things in English that you think might to be difficult for you. If you are traveling in bus, then try to express your feelings in English within yourself. Okay, if you want to speak English fluently, you need to make it essential part of your everyday life. Okay, and next point is being a student. Stop being students. Okay, so this point is very important for beginner who want to learn to speak English, because they want to get they will have to get good confidence to speak English. Okay, the right attitude can make the difference between failure and success. So stop thinking of yourself as someone who is learning English and start thinking of yourself as someone who speaks English. Okay, it's a small change, but it will make you feel more confident and help you to use the English you already know more effectively. This also means you need to start thinking in English if you want to say the word apple in English. For example, right now you probably think of the word in your native language first and then try to think of the correct word in English. Instead, try imagining a picture of an apple and then just think the English word apple. Real fluency happens when you stop mentally translating conversations. Okay, so real fluency happens when you stop mentally translating conversations. Next point is get more out of listening. This point is very important for enhancing the communication skill in English, because if you are a good listener, then you will be good English speaker very soon. Okay, in any language, if you will be a good listener, then definitely you are going to be a good speaker of that particular language. Okay, so when most students listen to a native English speaker, they focus on understanding what all the words mean. This is definitely important, but there is a lot more you can learn from listening. Try listening more just to what the words mean, but to just try listening more just what the words mean, but how the person says them. Notice how their pronunciation, what is the style of speaking. Okay, so try to learn them and try to practice in your daily life by listening. Okay, notice which words the person thinks together in a sentence, or when they say yeah instead of you. Try to remember these details the next time you speak, and your English will begin to sound more natural. Okay, you will first, and in English language, very important that you will have to make your tongue very clear to English. Okay, that means pronunciation of English just like English, not like in any particular language. Okay, And last point but not least in this para is use it or lose it. Whatever you learned from book, newspaper, my videos, and everywhere, from everywhere, whatever you use, whatever you learned, you will have to use it in your practice life. Otherwise you gonna lose it if you will not practice the things, and if you will not speak the English with your friends and among your group, then definitely you will forget the ideas, forget the vocabulary, forget the sentence, forget the pronunciation styles. Okay, so you will have to use it, otherwise you will lose it. Okay, let me go to the next bullet, next point. And next point in this slide is remember the answer in the question. Okay, this is quite easy, but you will have to understand how. Remember the answer in the question. Sometimes listen carefully when someone asks you question in English, and you will find perfect answer in that question. Okay, and English questions are like mirror image. Like I'm asking question, does he? Question mark. Then definitely other person will answer, yes, he does. Can she? Yes, he can. Is it? Yes, it is. If someone asks you a question and you are not sure how to answer, start by thinking about the words used in the question. Okay, someone asks any question to you, what is your name, and you don't know. Okay, then try to my name, what is your name, my name. Then try to get ideas by thinking this, that you will have to find, you will get 90% word that you will have to answer in a sentence, that 90% words of your answer sentence you will get from your question sentence. Okay, so try to find answer of your English question from your try to find answer from your questions. Okay, I'm very sorry. And next point is study phrases. Okay, learn and study phrases. This point is very important. Learn and study phrases. Speaking English fluently means being able to express your thought, feelings, and ideas. Your goal is to speak English in full sentence, so why not learn it in full sentences? You will find that English is more useful in your everyday life if you study whole phrases rather than just vocabulary and verbs. Start by thinking about phrases that you use frequently or fluently in your native language, and then learn how to say them in English. So you will have to follow the same steps for exploring your communication skill in English. Don't study too much grammar. Yeah, writing the correct English in the format or letter is very much important, but writing the English and speaking English is totally different. It's not totally different, but there is some different. Okay, anyone can write good English or anyone can write good sentences over the paper, but while they speaking, they will get hesitate, because speaking English required good confidence level, good fluency, good pronunciation style, good body language. Okay, so you don't have to study too much of grammar. Okay, the key to learning a language is finding a balance between the studying and practicing. How you are practicing, that's how to use your body language while speaking, what type of phrases you are using. Okay, so this depends on the funda of your practicing, how you are practice. Okay, and next is don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is very important point to for a beginner to enhance their skill in English. Okay, but they get afraid when someone try to speak in English from a beginner student, then they get nervous, they get afraid. Oh my god, if I made a mistake, then what will happen? They will insult me. Okay, don't try. So one recommendation from my side, that never get afraid by if you made mistake or if you make mistake. Okay, today if you are making mistake, then next day you will be a good English speaker. Okay, so don't be afraid to make mistakes. Make mistakes, but learn and how to learn English and try to remove it from your speaking. Okay, and last point is learn from everyone. This is last but not least. Learn from everyone. Wherever English persons are speaking English, try to get some things from there. Okay, and try to get some styles how they are speaking and how it's look like. Okay, so try to get those things from there. And believe me, these points is very important. You don't have to only learn English from textbook and teachers. Anyone who speak English can help you practice. Imagine how you would feel if someone asked you in your native language how to pronounce something. Would you be angry? No, you'd probably to be happy to help, just like most English speakers are happy to help you. Okay, if you know any English speakers, whether it is a friend or co-worker, take advantage of the opportunity to practice and learn from them. Okay, it is very important to speak English among your friend. Okay, so this was the most 10 important points about English speaking, and apart from that, I would also like to suggest you that if you want to be a good English speaker, then try to make English environment around you. Okay, try to speak English with your friends, with your buddies, with your every friend, WhatsApp friend, any friend. Okay, and try to make English environment, because as much as you will speak, then you will, as soon as you will be good English speaker. And all the best for all of you. And if you like my channel, then if you like this video, then do not forget to subscribe my channel, which is Funda of Mechanical Engineering on YouTube. Okay, Funda of Mechanical Engineering on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and thank you everyone. All the best for your career.